Because this place here in Lodz, military airfields, is symbolic in this sense. Many years ago, when I was the Prime Minister, Polish Caracale were supposed to have their place here. French, but Polish. Our predecessors broke that contract. It cost us Poland 8 to 10 million zlotys and long years of waiting for a similar chance, a similar opportunity. I took the rule that Poland will not break any contracts, any allies, that we will negotiate hard in the interest of Polish security, Polish companies, Polish citizens, all aspects of every contract, but in order to keep those contracts. Apache is a great chance, not only for our defense, which is obvious. Apache is also a chance for those specific plants. They, even when it seemed that there was nothing left to do, still supported Ukraine by using Soviet equipment, which hit the front. But here in Lodz, you have met the biggest contract between Poland and the United States in this field. 96 Apache, modern helicopters, which are also tested on the modern battlefield. As you know, sometimes those contracts with our allies bring some fears or speculations. Whether this war, which is taking place now, and which may take place in the future. Do we have the right answer for those wars, for those challenges? Yes, it is the right decision. Yes, thanks to the American Apache, which will be serviced here in Poland, which I will tell you about in a moment. Poland will be prepared to respond to an attack on the modern battlefield. It will be able to respond to modern threats. I am very happy that Poland was able to negotiate the elements of this contract warmly, friendly, but also hard. This is the principle we have adopted. The principle understood by all our partners, especially by partners of today's enterprise, by our friends from the United States. In your own interest, you have to negotiate hard. You have to make things clear. Because our task, the task of the Polish government, the Polish Armed Forces, the Polish Air Force, the Polish Ministry of National Defense. Yes, our common task is to protect the Polish security and Polish interests. That is why we are negotiating hard, and that is why offset has become a fact here, not an illusion. Yes, thanks to hundreds of millions of dollars, which will be invested in the Apache Service Center, we will also gain competence. We will be able to obtain such an offer from business partners, from allies. But, as I said, we are ready for a friendly but hard version of negotiations and contracts, which, from the point of view of Polish interest, from the point of view of Polish security, make real sense. I would like to thank our American allies very much. I am glad that slowly everyone is beginning to understand that Poland is not only a very loyal partner, not only a very responsible one, but also a demanding one. A true ally is one who can be told the truth. A true ally is one you can rely on, because relations are built on the truth, on mutual interest. And I am glad that here in Lodz we have another example, another proof of this. And I can guarantee, once again, and I am saying this to you, but I am also saying this to all our compatriots, that everything we are doing today for the security of Poland, we are doing in the interest of Poland and Poles in the first place. It was the same with the great project Polska Zbrojna and the safe loan. I would like to say here once again, in the presence of our American friends, that we have been building the Polska Zbrojna project so hard and consistently, based on these very beneficial European loans, because thanks to this decision we will be able to release funds from other places, from the Polish budget, to continue and respect all the elements of cooperation with our allies on the other side of the Atlantic. Here, today, in Lodz, just when we look at the Apache, the ones that will reach us will be in a slightly different version, even more modern. But here, I would like to say this with all my might, and I would like it to reach everywhere, to Washington, to Moscow, to all the European capitals, that there is no conflict of interests between the NATO countries. Poland, Europe, the United States are one family, one community. This contract, just like the Polska Zbrojna and the safe loan, serves the security and cooperation of all the members of the alliance. And I think that today, from this place, I can also say loudly that these words should reach everywhere possible, to Moscow, to Washington, to Kiev, to the European capitals, and even to Budapest. Here in Poland, we really know who is an ally. We know what a real ally is. Here in Poland, we know how to distinguish an ally from an enemy. And that's why, with such satisfaction, today, together with Prime Minister Khamenei, we looked at signing this contract because it once again confirms that Poland can fight for its interests. It does it with dignity, never on its knees, and with good recognition, with really deep knowledge of who we can rely on and who is our enemy. So those who wish us harm, let them be afraid of the Polish Apache. There is really something to be afraid of. Thank you very much.